All right, you are welcome again. Let's take a look at this problem under exact equation made easy. Exact equation made easy. Now, this problem say we are to show that this equation is exact, and then we are to go ahead and solve it. Now, the equation is y exponential xy minus 2y cubed dx plus x exponential xy minus 6x y squared minus 2y dy is equal to 0. We are asked to show that this equation is exact, and then we are to go ahead and solve it. Now, the first question is, what is an exact equation? Now, we say that by definition, a differential equation of this form, m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy equal to 0, equation of this form, is said to be an exact equation if the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to partial derivative of n with respect to x. Are we together? Good. Now let's solve it. Now the part of this equation that is having dx, let's call it a letter m. The part of this equation that is having dy, let's call it a letter n. Good. Here we have m is equal to y exponential xy minus 2y cubed. Then n is equal to x exponential xy minus 6xy squared minus 2y. Hello. Now let's differentiate m partially with respect to y. So when we differentiate m partially with respect to y, we are going to have xy exponential xy minus 6y squared. Differentiating n partially with respect to x, we are going to have xy exponential xy minus 6y squared. So here we see that the partial m all over partial y is equal to partial n all over partial x. Thus, the equation is exact. How can we solve this? We said that the solution is integrate m with respect to x, integrate n with respect to y equal to 0. Let's do that. Our m is y exponential xy minus 2y cubed. Integrate this with respect to x. Then our n is x exponential xy minus 6xy squared minus 2y. Integrate this with respect to y equal to 0. So when we integrate y exponential xy with respect to x, it's going to give us y exponential xy all over y. Then minus, when we integrate 2y cubed with respect to x, it's going to give us 2xy cubed. Then the other part, when we integrate x exponential xy with respect to y, we're going to have x exponential xy all over x. Minus, when we integrate 6x y squared with respect to y, we're going to have 6x y cubed all over 3. Then minus, when we integrate 2y with respect to y, we're going to have 2y squared all over 2. Then we have plus c equal to 0. Let's simplify what we have. We're going to have that the first integral is exponential xy minus 2xy cubed plus the other part of the exponential is exponential xy minus 2xy cubed minus y squared plus c equal to 0. Let's pick them. There are some terms that appears in both sides. We'll pick one of them each, okay? So here we're going to have exponential xy minus 2xy cubed minus y squared plus c is equal to 0. So this is the solution to the exact equation. Thank you very much for watching. Let's take more examples.